All right, what's up, guys? We are back for a quick video. A lot of you guys were commenting, saying that you like my quick little, 5-6 minute videos more than my 20-minute videos because you guys don't have time to watch them. So I'll try to make this one quick. This will break down some of the details. Of course, Animal Farm launch has been delayed. We all know that. So Forex went live today and explained some of the reasons why, which we've heard some of, and then what the change they're making that's going to be bullish for the ecosystem. Overall, I was a little hesitant going in to listen to the chat because I thought we might hear a little bit more of the same thing, but he did drop some new alpha that I think is positive. So let me share that with you, and of course, I'll keep it real, give you my frustrations, what I do and don't like about it, and then you guys can tell me what you think. But also, I want to do, if you guys want to wait till the end, I'll explain. I want to do a 50 drip giveaway. We're getting super close to 5,000 subscribers. I hope to hit it in the next few days if you guys will come on this ride with me. I can see who's following and who's not through a tool I've got through YouTube. So I've noticed that even some of you guys that are like in my personal STI group chat aren't following. So if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing, hit that red button below, get us to 5,000, and as soon as we do, I'm gonna drop 50 drip to a few people. So let me explain that at the end. I'll explain the details. It's gonna be a little different, but not complicated. Obviously, some quick copy and paste, and we'll be good to go. So why didn't we go live? Forex says we didn't go live. BB left a few weeks ago, as a lot of you guys have been hearing. BB's one of the main developers. He helped develop Drip. I mean, he's been around forever, so he's been the key guy behind the scenes. And he left. He had the rights to the hosting and a few other things. I'm trying to slim this down for you guys so you don't have to listen to everything. But anyway, BB left. It complicated some things. I will say that I don't think we're getting full transparency there. I'm thinking that there was a bigger butting of heads and there were some other issues. I don't think Forex had maybe the time, whatever, to really look into everyone's work. He should have looked into every single section of it and known that we were really ready to go live, because of course we weren't. And he admitted that when you say you're going to go live and you don't, that ruins investors' confidence. And you could tell he's pretty frustrated. Obviously, I'm super frustrated. Not so much that there's delays, because if in plenty of scenarios, software development, everything. Some of the big projects I've done, there's delays all the time. It's extremely frustrating. I do a lot of commercial real estate. There's always delays with that, so I get the delays. The thing that I don't get and don't like is when you set a deadline, you run marketing to that deadline. You say all you got to do is flip a switch and it's going to go on. And then when that doesn't happen, big loss in investor confidence. I have heard of a lot of people taking money elsewhere that they were going to put into this project. So we'll get it back for sure, but it's just going to take a little bit to make it happen. So anyway, after he explained a little bit about what the actual issues were, he's also dropped some hints on exactly what he's going to do to make some quick changes to the contract to make Drip more bullish and make the ecosystem run a little bit better, which I do agree with. So whatever, if we're delayed now, we might as well wait a few more days. But before he wrapped it up, he did say some positive things about BB, which I think is important. It shows maturity there. He says they're still friends. Clearly there was a butting of heads. But he says BB is a good guy, really talented developer. So they're parting ways. I think we all know Forex likes to be the head of the show. There's been several AMAs where he's kind of downplayed BB's role in the past, and maybe that bugged BB. Who knows? Whatever it is, they butted heads. I think they're going to break ties professionally, but it sounds like they're maintaining their relationship personally, and everything's going to wash out in the end. It's frustrating that us investors kind of got caught in the middle of some of that turmoil, but I guess that's what happens. Stuff like this happens in the business world too. Two founders break apart and things get rocky. This one is just very public, because we set a date and now everything that's going wrong is it's coming to light. It's throwing a lot of FUD into the mix. And some of that FUD is legit. I mean, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, right? Like fear, people are wondering if this thing's ever going to get launched, and there's some general concerns there. Uncertainty, I'm very uncertain, right? Yeah, I don't know for sure if this thing's going to get launched on Tuesday, like they said, but we're going to see. And then doubt. There's a lot of people that have doubt because we set out a timeline, we missed it. We set another one, we missed it. We set another one, we missed it. So sometimes FUD is real and it's warranted, but I do feel like they're going to get it together. So here's what they're going to do. Basically, Forex is going to make some changes to the contract since we have downtime, right? And I think that's good because it actually does improve things and whatever. Like I said, if it's a few more days, let's just get this dang thing launched. But this change, while he has the opportunity to make it, because don't forget, like a lot of other developers, they are a lot more centralized. In decentralized finance, it's really centralized. They don't create immutable contracts. They have the ability to go in and change things nonstop. Forex does it different. He creates immutable contracts. So once that's launched, the ability to make changes goes out the window. So basically what he's doing is he's changing the mechanics for the Drip USD farm to switch everything over to dogs. So that will be switched to the dogs MasterChef contract. Now, as it's set up right now, you farm the pigs. People have the ability, once they farm the pigs, to just sell the pigs off, which of course is good if you want to sell pigs, but it doesn't necessarily help the ecosystem. So what it will do to switch everything over to dogs is as they earn those dogs, there's of course the vesting model, the anti-dump mechanics that are involved in the dogs with the higher tax rate that depreciates over time. So it adds in the loyalty model for that. So for the ecosystem, it is helpful. What that also does is it makes the most efficient way to farm for dogs to be with Drip. It's also going to have the highest multiplier to be able to do that through Drip. So what that does is that puts additional buying pressure on Drip because it can be utilized more efficiently on the farm than it could with the old model. So long-term, super positive for Drip. I think it just, in the scheme of things, the anti-dump thing, of course, is great for the whole ecosystem, like I just said. But in the scheme of things, like from my perspective, I was going to be buying dogs with fresh capital and farming my pigs. Now I'm going to be buying pigs with fresh capital and farming my dogs. So in the end, it's basically sixes to me. But I do like that since the multiplier is higher if you farm those using Drip, I do like that because of course it helps my Drip bag. He also mentioned a few other changes and just more specifics on that. You guys can go back and listen to the call again. It's like an hour long. I wanted to make this video really short. So those are the basics. I think long-term it's bullish. Forex, please do not miss the Tuesday deadline. He set a Tuesday deadline that we're going to launch. Over the weekend, he's going to turn on the site so you can actually view the site, its functionality, how it's going to work on the test net. So it will be live on the test net. And then when Tuesday comes, they'll flip it over to the regular BSC smart chain. So over the weekend, you should actually be able to get in and see everything. He's thinking that will help investor confidence if they can actually see that it's up and running. And so I'm looking forward to that, looking forward to seeing it. That will certainly give me some additional confidence, and I'll try to make some content on it as well. So you can tell Forex is pretty frustrated with the delays. Obviously, they set a timeline and completely missed it on several occasions, and that really hurts credibility in the short term. The only thing he can do to really bring back his credibility in the long term is get it launched and then have it running. So I think they probably burned, they burned a marketing budget to drive people to a date that didn't exist, and probably lost a lot of upfront investor capital. So in the short term, major fumble, and it will make a difference in the short term. But in the long term, like I said, this thing gets running smoothly for 2, 3, 4 weeks. A lot of those investors, the larger investors, they will come back around. They realize there's issues. The biggest issue was they were told a date and then they came, it wasn't live, and they're seeing this infighting, internal drama, and it just makes people not feel comfortable in the project. DeFi is already a risky space, so once you start seeing some of those red flags, you want to back out. So they've got to resolve those and rebound and build back that credibility, and the best way to do it, of course, is to go live and have it up running and working. So I think overall, I'm positive about it. I am not going to be holding my breath for that Tuesday deadline. I'm just going to assume it's like Thursday or something, so if it comes, it comes. I don't want to get my hopes up and then have it like shift a couple days, but we'll see. If it happens on Tuesday like they say it's going to, I'm going to be super pumped. We'll get this thing going. We'll put all this behind us. People will forget about this big old mess in 4 weeks once everything's running smooth. People will not forget if we miss another deadline. So let's hit this next deadline. Forex is certainly going to help out. All right, like I said, please remember to scroll down and click the subscribe button. Let's do a 50 drip giveaway in honor of us hitting 5,000 subscribers on the channel. So in order to be entered for the contest, I'm going to have you go down below and put a comment and then your wallet address, of course. In addition to that, I'll have some instructions in the section below. Maybe I'll pin it as a comment, something like that, of just reposting this video on Twitter. So all you're gonna do is repost the video on Twitter, throw a couple hashtags on there so people out in the passive income community can see it. And then once we hit 5,000 subscribers, I'll go poll everyone's wallet address, and then we'll draw to see who wins. And what we'll probably do is, since we're giving away 50 drip and we're hitting 5K, let's give 10 drip to 5 different people. So to go over that again, go below, paste the comment with your wallet address, take the information, post it out on Twitter, make sure you include your wallet address there as well. I'll match those up to make sure you did both, and then I'll draw. So we'll do 50 drip giveaway, and hopefully we're doing this early next week because we only need, I don't know, 65 subscribers or something like that to get there. So it should be pretty easy. But just wanted to say thank you to you guys for being on this road with me. It's been a bit of a roller coaster lately, a little bit frustrating, but drip's still paying out 1%. And if the animal farm can actually get open, we can put all this nonsense behind us and be in a really good spot. So anyway, thank you guys. Happy investing.